Give 1,000, you vote for. People should not go on those. They should just go on their right. Vote for whom you like, the party you love. You should vote for your right, for your choice, and live with only me. That is what I have.
My name is Fatima Ismaila. I want election be successful. Make them do election. Normal way, no fight, no anything, no.
As Nigerians from the north central of Nigeria return to the polls to exercise their franchise, there are over 18 gubernatorial candidates that have been released by the Independent National Electoral Commission. It's going to be the D-Day for the election. And these 18 political candidates are from the 21 local government areas here in Kogi State, which is divided into 3 senatorial districts, the Kogi West, Kogi Central, and Kogi East. Yesterday, sensitive materials were being dispatched to the various local government areas here in the state. So today, we are going to be getting reactions and how people feel about the election. So join me as we meet with the people here in Kogi State. I am Irene Okechukwu.
Okay, my name is Al-Hassan Abubakar. I'm from Lokoja local government here. Actually, as we can see, troops have been deployed, the soldiers, the police, to ensure peace in the whole 21 local governments. And as you can see, particularly Lokoja local government, they've been seeing securities all around to ensure this election is free and fair. So, but we don't know what will happen, but we pray. But we hope and pray that the election
known to many as the beloved and also as the controversial. And I will be your host both on Rapid TV, channel 176 on Star Times, and Rapid 96.5 FM, Umar here, as we give you live coverage of the Bayelsa Imo Kogi election 2023. Rapid's Bike Studio will treat you to breaking and developing stories, live and interactive eyewitness reports, and all that unfolds during, after the Saturday's polls in Bayelsa and Imo and of course Kogi states. We are live and interactive on all our social media networks. Talking about Facebook, it's Official Rapid TV and Rapid 96.5 FM, Rapid 965 FM on Facebook. On Twitter, also known as X, it's at Official Rapid TV and at Rapid 965. On Instagram, you can follow us at Official Rapid TV and at Rapid 965 FM. We encourage you to be part of our growing online community by following and liking Rapid TV and Rapid 96.5 FM on all social media platforms. You will be afforded the opportunity to contribute to conversations on the polls live and across all our social media platforms. Feel free to send us pictures, videos. There are social media platforms, and of course, add your comments and views as the election proceeds in Bayelsa, Imo, and Kogi states. Now, trust us, as always, to share your views and comments here on the show all through the broadcast as we cover the elections. Now, with his first election since he became Nigeria's leader and president, President Bola Tinubu is trying to avert that somewhat messy might happen in the next cycle of elections when he will be seeking his second term. Now, since 2003, the conduct of elections in Nigeria has been falling below acceptable standards. Now, the late president, Musa Yar'Adua, even publicly admitted that the election had produced him in 2007 was not credible. Now, the 2023 elections were widely disrupted and disputed, with some matters yet to be decided in Nigerian courts. Now, even the outcome of the Supreme Court decision on the outcome of the February 25th presidential election still remains highly controversial. Well, President Tinubu, with today's polls in Bayelsa, Imo, and Kogi, must convince not only the Nigerian people, but the watching globe, the entire world, that he is determined to restore hope in the country with a legacy of creditable elections. Now, to what extent is he prepared to do that which will be seen with current governors' gubernatorial elections in Bayelsa, Imo, and Kogi? Well, so far, all forms of social deviance seeking to subvert the will of the electorate in today's circle of gubernatorial elections in Bayelsa, Imo, and Kogi states are not likely to have it their way, or business as usual. Well, the Tinubu administration appears set to handle the polls quite differently from what we have seen in recent past. Now, this is because in a seeming bid to change the narrative, the Defense Headquarters has given a stern warning to gunmen allegedly planning to disguise in military attire to cause violence during the elections in the states. Don't forget, days to today's elections in the military had given reports that
Saturday, November 11, 2023, the Nigerian states of Bayelsa, Imo, and Kogi go to the polls to decide who steers the affairs of these states for another 4 years. Tune in to Rapid 96.5 FM and watch Rapid TV channel 176 on Star Times for exclusive coverage of the polls from Bayelsa, Imo, and Kogi, as Rapid Bike Studio takes you from when the voting starts till when the results are announced. It will be live, interactive, with breaking news, live eyewitness reports, and all that unfolds in Saturday's polls. And you can be a part of our growing online community by following and liking Rapid 96.5 FM and Rapid TV on all social media platforms while you contribute to our conversations on the polls. Rapid Bike Studios, let's see the process through together. Saturday, November 11, 2023, the Nigerian states of Bayelsa, Imo, and Kogi go to the polls to decide who steers the affairs of these states for another 4 years. Tune in to Rapid 96.5 FM and watch Rapid TV channel 176 on Star Times for exclusive coverage of the polls from Bayelsa, Imo, and Kogi, as Rapid Bike Studio takes you from when the voting starts till when the results are announced. It will be live, interactive, with breaking news, live eyewitness reports, and all that unfolds in Saturday's polls. And you can be a part of our growing online community by following and liking Rapid 96.5 FM and Rapid TV on all social media platforms while you contribute to our conversations on the polls. Rapid Bike Studios, let's see the process through together.
Diri, the man who came and second in the election by polling 28% of the total cast. Now, Diri was a product of the Supreme Court verdict. He is facing re-election after serving 4 years as the governor of the Oyo Rich State. He will be facing another man who is seeking an elusive second term, that is former governor Timipre Silva. Silva was governor of the state from 2007 to 2008 and 2008 to 2012 under the PDP. He was initially 2007 when the Supreme Court ordered President Goodluck Jonathan the president Silva's Governor Timipre a monumental race. But Silva in 2018 explained the friction between himself and President Goodluck Jonathan. Disagreement between the two could be traced to the PDP gubernatorial 2007 general elections when Silva challenged Jonathan for the ticket. The former president won the primary but was won Silva to take the governorship ticket in that election. In 2015, Silva made another attempt to return to the government house. He contested on the platform of the All Progressive Congress (APC), but was defeated by then incumbent Seriake Dixon of the PDP. Now, in 2013, the incumbent, who is yet to win a governorship election in the state, will be squaring it up against a man who has won 2 elections but is still seeking another term in office. There are 16 candidates in the running for today's elections in Bayelsa State. However, the race is between Messrs. Doye Diri and Timipre Silva. We go right now to our man on the ground in Bayelsa State, Raphael Akeni. He's been all over the place ensuring that the Bike Studios is fed with exclusive and live footages from Bayelsa. And in just a moment, we will be having a conversation as he updates us. We understand that voting has started, accreditation and voting has started in some parts of Bayelsa, particularly within the capital. We are also trusting him to let us know what is happening in Nimbe and Southern Ijaw. Southern Ijaw happens to be one of the largest local governments of the Bayelsa state, and it has always been proved to be a trump card for whoever eventually wins the election, especially the gubernatorial election in Bayelsa State. Hopefully, Akeni will be joining us via Skype, and he will be giving us the latest update. We hear that security is airtight as far as and parts of Bayelsa is concerned. We did bring you updates in our much earlier broadcast where the Inspector General Police categorically spelled out the kind of machinery, both in terms of men boots on the ground and equipment that have been deployed across all 3 states, putting into consideration the topography and riverine nature of all 3 states. So patrol boats, patrol helicopters have all been deployed to ensure that the states are effectively patrolled and covered by men and officers of the Nigerian Police Force. Beyond this, we also understand that the National Civil Defense Corps, NSCDC, are also on ground. They have deployed. Likewise, the Department of State Service, DSS, and a host of other security operatives are all on ground across the 3 states, Bayelsa, Imo, and Kogi, to ensure that there will be a credible, free, and fair election today in those states. Let's not leave out the fact that when we started the show, I did tell you that the defense headquarters, the Nigerian military, is also on hand in any situation, and they sworn in the state. If you're just joining us, studio 23 studio, and giving you live and coverage of the polls in Bayelsa, Imo, Kogi, and ensuring that we bring to your living rooms or all the information that you need to know with regards to It's also important to also let you know in our by simply following and liking Rapid TV and Rapid 96.5 FM on all our social media platforms. Feel free to send us pictures, videos, reports of situation that you have witnessed in Bayelsa, in Imo, and of course in Kogi. Bayelsa and Imo, next door neighbors to Abia, where one of our operational centers is, and we keeping our ears to the ground and the lenses of our cameras beamed on developments in those states. Don't forget, we are also in Kogi, monitoring developments, and we'll also bring you all the updates as well. We'll take a quick breather. When we come back, we will connect Raphael Alkenny in Bayelsa to give us the latest updates today.
My name is Akil Sakido.
Hey guys, this is Anto Lecky.
My name is Leo Bliss.
My name is Akava. I go by the name Baba D.
And you're tuned into Rapid TV. And I love Rapid TV.
Shout out to Rapid TV. Thank you, Rapid TV. Please keep watching
Rapid TV. This is Rapid TV.
Rapid TV.
Keep watching.
Keep it down.
Leave it like that.
Came to the first break. Somebody should have hinted at Kenny to be online. Guys, that's why I did a rundown. And I gave you guys the show prep.
Fellow Nigerians, I bring you best wishes. Some of us contested elections not only to win, but also to help interrogate the process to make sure that our elections are progressively better. And knowing that, first, it's better that we win fair and square at the polls. When this is done and there's justice at the polls, there will be less tendency to move on to the court. And there is a major understanding that we must have, and that is that INEC conducts elections to count votes and declare winners based on the amount of votes they have gathered at the polls. But the courts are there to look at points of law, and a lot of times you could realize that there are 8 people on the ballot, and the person that came sixth is the one that meets all the criteria. So if he goes to court, the person that came first, if he ran foul of the law, might be disqualified. If the person that came second also had issues, you may realize that they may have to disqualify all of them, and the sixth person that had very limited votes might be declared by law as the valid person, for that constituency. And that can be avoided if the election umpires follow the simple procedures from the beginning and ensure that every single person on the ballot qualified to be on the ballot. And secondly, when the elections are conducted, you ensure that all processes are complied with and whoever is the winner is declared. When that is done, we'll start to have elections that make sense. It's on account of that that I've come today to give my experience, and that is at the ballot. The people of Kogi State and Imo State and Bayelsa State will be going to the polls tomorrow. This is what must happen and what must not happen. That's why I've come to address INEC. Now, we don't have a problem with accreditation more often than not. I mean, usually, I don't want to talk of the exceptions, I want to talk of the general things. Usually there may be pockets of violence or malfunctioning devices here and there, but on a general note, we have good accreditation. After accreditation, we have voting. After voting, we have sorting of the votes into different parties. After sorting of the vote, we have counting and then recording. This is where I'm coming to. This is where I have seen a very, very fundamental flaw that INEC must of necessity address. And you as citizens, please listen to me and listen to me real good, because we have failed to hold our leaders to account. That's why there's so much impunity. Please listen and listen well. This is very important. After sorting of the vote and counting, guess what happens? They write those votes on a piece of paper. They write on a piece of paper. Then they go inside to fill the forms. Please don't. That's the beginning of our real problems as a nation. Don't allow, don't accept. When they have finished sorting the votes and they start to count, let them say Accord Party and the count, if they had a candidate, and there are 72. They should there and then write it down, because when they are sorting votes, the agents are already there. So the form should be there and then. Accord Party 72. It takes, and I want you to try this, it takes less than 15 seconds to write 72, because Accord Party is already there. 72, then in words, SEVENTYTWO. As I've just said, check it, less than 10, let me be generous, 15 seconds for slow writers, because they want to make sure that it's written. It's written down on the original results sheet. Then they go to ADC, African Democratic Congress. They count and count and count, and they come to 205. You go and record it there and then on the original sheet, 205. Okay, then write down like that to the end. When that is done, there and then, because everybody's still standing there and they're watching, and this process takes next to nothing, there and then they take the photograph, and these are people who are trained with our public funds, so they cannot tell you that they don't know how to use the beavers to take the photograph. They take the photograph there and then with everybody there, because the agents are already assigned, and then they upload the photograph and paste that result everybody goes home. At that time, you are at liberty to take a shot of that photo of the posted result and send it to any serious candidate. Should have people in every polling unit. Please, I beseech you by the mercies of God. And INEC, I'm addressing you so that you don't put your staff in harm's way. If I had my way, and I hope this is not against the law, but if I had my way, nobody will leave that place. No INEC staff, except they've just done the simple thing that is what they're supposed to do. Just write the results, very simple, paste it. Everybody saw the counting. Everybody knows what justice is. And then you can go. You can go. Now, the issue of uploading, whether there's network or no network, the moment you have pasted it, taking the picture, you won't have. I'll tell you a personal experience. I had to download every result on the IREF, every single one. And then I now got, because I was in a tribunal, that's a story for another day. And I now got the INEC results, that they gave. And out of 4,254 polling units, I had discrepancies in over 1,500 in my result. And I say this as what is already in the tribunal. I'm not being speculative. And I ask anybody to challenge. Out of 4,254, over 1,500 of the IREF results were different from the INEC results. And these are what bring about litigation and people being unhappy. And this is where small parties lose out, because the agent of the small party will be compromised when they get inside the house. The figures will tally, but guess what? Your 10 vote will become 0. Your 12 vote will become dash. Your 20 votes will become nil from all the small parties. But small parties having their small votes will inspire them next time to do better. But when you collect their votes and compromise their agent and add it to yours and it tallies, and then you declare the result, those small parties, they will not be happy. So INEC, I beseech you by the mercies of God, please just follow that simple procedure. Do the accreditation, do the voting, do the sorting, do the counting, and then, point 5, write the results right there in the presence of the people as you count each one, and then paste it and let the people go home. I pray that INEC will listen to this and follow it, and then there will be peace and people will be happy. God bless all of us. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria.
Benga Adeyinka the First is back with Laugh Matters Lagos again. Featuring Ali Baba, Two-Face Idibia, Des Talker, Adewale Ayuba, Omo Baba, Rogadi Baba, Bash, Dr. Smile, Kofi the Guru, Aristos Band, MC Adele, Funny Bone, MC Danfo, Babalaria, Gorosei Kitty, Damola, Mekoyo, Mario, MC 90s, Lizzie J, MC Lyle, Ashney, DJ Vinny, and many more. Date Sunday, 26th November. Venue, Balmoral Convention Center, Federal Palace Hotel. Time, 4 p.m. Tickets, regular 5K, VIP 20K, silver table 1 million. Gold table 2 million, platinum table 3 million. Tickets available at all Ebano supermarket outlets. Ebony Live Cinema VI, Royal Root Cinema, Ikota Lekki, Cap Cinemas, Ogundano Street, Ikeja, and online at ariatickets.com, grandtickets.ng, laughmatters.ng. Brought to you by Mortina, Goldberg, Ace Peters, supported by Laugh Matters, Omar Loud Go! Media partner.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to a special celebration like no other. It's been an incredible journey, and this month of September, we're marking the 1-year anniversary of your #1 lifestyle station in Umuahia.
That's right. Rapid 96.5 FM has been your go-to source for the hottest tunes, the latest news, and our unbiased reportage. We couldn't have done it without all of you.
We want want to express our heartfelt gratitude by celebrating you, our dear listener, all month long with giveaways, tickets, Rapid branded goodies, to mention a few.
That's right. Tune in every day on Rapid 96.5 Umahia or listen at www.rbnradiotv.com for a chance to win incredible prizes as we celebrate the people of the Southeast and Nigeria.
Join us at Rapid FM every day as we celebrate 1 year of rocking the airwaves this September.
On the sound of your city.
Rapid 96.5 FM Umahia.
Magic has hit your imagination of TV. A brand new sundial with StarTime's inbuilt technology. New TV innovation with an inbuilt decoder that connects you to both StarTime's antenna and satellite signal. StarTime Sundial TV, you can enjoy over 300 local and international channels, 1 month StarTime's highest bouquet for free, automatic system update. More benefits, more affordable. StarTimes Sundial TV is available in all StarTimes branches and dealers countrywide. StarTimes Inside, entertainment inbuilt.
My name is
My name is Ima Ehumadu, aka La Vista.
My name is DK, aka Mama Chinedu. Keep watching Rapid TV.
You are watching Rapid TV.
Shout out to Rapid TV.
Hey, Rapid TV, Carigo.
The biggest, the finest, the only Rapid TV.
Rapid TV.
Yes, keep watching.
Don't go nowhere. Don't touch that dial.
Keep watching Rapid TV.
This is me giving a rapid response to Rapid TV.
My network is good. It's not my network. It's a phone issue. Network is perfect.
Saturday, November 11, 2023. The Nigerian states of Bayelsa, Imo, and Kogi go to the polls to decide who steers the affairs of these states for an.
Hold on.
Still the Rapid Bike Studio, Bayelsa Imo Kogi Election 2023 Studio, and I am Nkamiang John, the beloved, also known as the controversial. Thanks for staying with us. As we promised you before we went on that short break, we are going straight to our man in the field. They're in Bayelsa State, in the person of Raphael giving us latest updates on what has happened so far. Reports added that both sensitive and non-sensitive materials should have been deployed as early as 6:30 this morning to the various polling booths across Bayelsa. We are being joined by Ralph Akeni this morning, also known as Akeni the God. Good morning, Akeni.
Good morning, John. Thank you so much.
So I can see a mammoth crowd behind you. The Bayelsians are enthusiastic about today.
Well, yes, Bayelsians are very, very, of course, enthusiastic. But I can say for sure that the turn-up in the polling units are a shadow of themselves. They are a shadow of what they used to be. This polling unit is Etekwe Ward 5, Unit 18. There's Unit 19 and 20 here as well. There are 3 polling units here. Usually, these polling units are filled up. These places are filled up with people voting, people going through the process. But in all of the polling units that I've visited today, you see just few people aside what they would usually be. And it's safe for me to say that it would be in the usual state of Bayelsa suffering voter apathy.
Voter apathy was one of the things witnessed much earlier in the year when we had the presidential and general elections in Bayelsa. Have you been able to pinpoint what exactly is the root cause for voter apathy as far as Bayelsa is concerned? Because Bayelsa is only state that has been plagued with electoral violence, especially in the build-up and during elections of this nature. Is there something else that is triggering voter apathy as far as Bayelsa is concerned?
Well, I can say generally in Bayelsa, the main challenge or the main cause of voter apathy in Bayelsa would be security. Security in places like Southern Ijaw, places like Nembe, places like Brass, places like Sabama. These are places that have been ticked as high-risk zones in Bayelsa, of course. So before this election, I would confidently say that the cause of voter apathy is would be insecurity. But for this election, I would tell you for free, based on the opinion of most of the people that I've spoken to, they said that this turnout is as a result of the turnout of the February presidential election. Usually, they've experienced voter apathy. The numbers have been small, but they've never been this small. They've never, ever been this small. And it's a great challenge. It's a very great challenge for Bayelsans that it will be this way, but this is how it is.
Okay, let's go to area from INEC. From your investigations this morning, have all sensitive material deployed in good enough time to be able to arrive virtually all the polling booths across Bayelsa. Bayelsa is one of the states that is not easily, because of the terrain, you have a large part of the state terrain. The INEC deployed on time, and have you any reports suggesting that some polling booths are yet to receive their materials or even commence the exercise?
Well, for that one, I would have to commend INEC because I've tried to inquire from other places outside Yenagoa. Of course, here in Yenagoa, I've gone around every polling unit that I've visited. Have been properly set up on time, waiting for voters to come and cast their vote. And I'll commend INEC in combining forces with the Nigerian Navy, because the Nigerian Navy escorted most of those materials to the riverine areas like Southern Ijaw, where they have a whole area filled with water. You know, it was a whole riverine area, Southern Ijaw, yes. You know, places like that, the Nigerian Navy had escorted these sensitive materials to, and they arrived on time. So as for materials arriving on time, yes, they arrived on time. If you can see behind me, voting is already commenced. Voting is already commenced. After this, there's a canopy behind this line where they have another polling unit. And before that canopy, there's yet another polling unit. So basically, the voting has commenced. People are voting. The process is smooth. The process is free so far. It's fair and it looks credible.
Right now, it seems INEC seems to have gotten it right as far as Bayelsa is concerned. Maybe because they're just dealing with 3 out of 36 states so far, and they've learned from their lessons with the fallout of the February 25th and the gubernatorial elections across the other states. But what about security? Bayelsa is one of those states where the IGP, the defense headquarters, virtually every military, paramilitary, security operative in this country have claimed to deploy both men and personnel to all 3 states, Bayelsa, Imo, and Kogi. What is the situation of security in Bayelsa?
Well, John, as you are aware, a peace accord was signed on Monday here in Bayelsa State, where the representative or the Guba candidates for PDP and the Guba candidates for APC, who are the front, fighters, I'll use that word or I'll borrow that phrase, who were there to sign. Of course, the candidate for Labour Party wasn't there, and he's, in quotes, excuse for not being there was that Labour Party was working Labour Party in PDP in Yoruba was working for PDP and against him, and that those who had gone to sign the peace accord are those who are causing the insecurity challenges in Bayelsa. After the peace accord was signed, you'd hear former Governor Silva stating on national television in an interview that Governor Diri had deployed weapons and thugs to different parts of Bayelsa to cause insecurity. But I'm here in Bayelsa, and I must tell you that it is peaceful. I must tell you that the area is calm. For every single polling unit, you'll find members of the armed force, either the Nigerian police, either the civil defense, the road safety. Most times you find the 3-4 of them in one polling unit. And every single polling unit, security-wise, is represented. And of course, the INEC rule, one of the INEC rules were that there will be no firearm or weapon by any member of the official, the security official, or any member of the security official, yes, in any of the polling units. But in one of the polling units that I had visited, I think unit 22 and 23 at Esegwe here, they had sites of armored personnel carriers and vans of police officers, patrolling that area. Of course, it didn't disturb the voting process, and the people around that area didn't seem surprised by their presence. It seemed as though they had probably been very used to this. But nonetheless, it brings me to the question yet again: are they disobeying this order or this rule by the INEC to try and foster peace, to try and foster order? If that is the case, then of course it can be excused. But so far, everywhere seems very peaceful.
Okay, Kenny, just before I let you go, I know that you by now have had some interactions with Bayelsans, the electorate. What's their expectation as far as this exercise is concerned? Do they hope that, one, the exercise will be creditable, two, that it will deliver their aspirations for the next 4 years?
Well, for 90% of them that I've spoken to here and in other places, I would tell you that they are here to fulfill all righteousness. I spoke to them. Some of them said that they just came out only to exercise their franchise. They are not really optimistic about the outcome. But fingers are crossed. So far, it looks peaceful, it looks credible, it looks free, it looks fair. One of the challenges INEC had in the last election was the challenge with capturing with the beavers, right? Capturing of people's data with the beavers. Another challenge they had was uploading. So far, capturing is going excellently well, but we've not gotten to the stage of upload. So I really can't tell for sure, but based on what I've heard so far, they're just here to fulfill our righteousness.
Well, Kenny, thank you so much for all the updates. Please do stay safe, and of course, keep us up to speed with developments as you continue to cover the election exercise in Bayelsa State.
Thank you so much, John.
Well, there you heard it from our man on the field in Bayelsa, Kenny. Raphael Alkenny, giving us all the latest update. We'll quickly give you some analysis, a special report giving you an insight into everything that pertains, the dynamics, the politicking, and possibly what the possible outcome will be at the end of today's exercise in Bayelsa State. And when we come back, we will move to Imo State, hopefully, we will move to Kogi State, and also bring you latest reports from Kogi State. Do stay with us. It is still Rapids Bike Studios, Bayelsa Imo Kogi Election 2023 Studios on Star Times Channel 176, and of course on Rapid 96.5 Umahia. Do stay with us.
My name is Akil Sakido.
Hey guys, this is Anto Lecky.
My name is Leo Bliss.
My name is Akava. Go by the name Baba D.
And you're tuned into Rapid TV.
And I love Rapid TV.
Shout out Rapid TV. Thank you, Rapid TV. Please keep watching
Rapid TV.
This is
Rapid TV.
Rapid TV.
Keep watching.
Keep it well down.
Leave it like that.
Fellow Nigerians, I bring you best wishes. Some of us contested elections not only to win, but also to help interrogate the process to make sure that our elections are progressively better. And knowing that, first, it's better that we win fair and square at the polls. When this is done and there's justice at the polls, there will be less tendency to move on to the court. And there is a major understanding that we must have, and that is that INEC conducts elections to count votes and declare winners based on the amount of it's written down on the original results sheet. Then they go to ADC, African Democratic Congress. They count and count and count, and they come to 205. You go and record it there and then on the original sheet. 205. Okay, then write down like that to the end. When that is done, there and then, because everybody's still standing there and they're watching, and this process takes next to nothing, there and then they take the photograph, and these are people who are trained with our public funds, so they cannot tell you that they don't know how to use the beavers to take the photograph. They take the photograph there and then with everybody there, because the agents are already assigned, and then they upload the photograph and paste that result. Everybody goes home. At that time, you are at liberty to take a shot of that photo of the pasted result and send it to any serious candidate. Should have people in every polling unit. Please, I beseech you by the mercies of God. And INEC, I'm addressing you so that you don't put your staff in harm's way. If I had my way, and I hope this is not against the law, but if I had my way, nobody will leave that place. No INEC staff, except they've just done the simple thing that is what they're supposed to do. Just write the result, very simple, paste it. Everybody saw the counting, everybody knows what justice is, and then you can go. You can go. Now, the issue of uploading, whether there's network or no network, the moment you have pasted it, taking the picture, you won't have. I'll tell you a personal experience. I had to download every result on the IREF, every single one, and then I now got, because I was in a tribunal.
Thanks for staying with us, and of course, still bringing you live coverage of the elections in Bayelsa, Imo, and Kogi State. And quickly, we go to Kogi State, north central Nigeria, where today Kogites, as I like to call them, are coming out in their numbers to ensure that they determine whether they will get a new governor come 2024, May 29, 2024, as the incumbent governor, current governor, Yahaya Bello, wraps up his second term in office under the flag of the All Progressive Congress, APC. Joining me via Skype to give us all the developments as far as Kogi is concerned this morning is Irene Okechukwu, our woman on the ground. Yes, we are gender friendly, and gender equality is observed in the House. She is the woman covering developments in Kogi State. Hello, Irene. Good morning.
Good morning, John.
Now, it's good to see you. And Kogi looks very colorful this morning. I hope the people are as colorful and enthusiastic as the atmosphere seems this morning.
Yeah, so far so good. It's been a very hectic one because most of the people who came out earlier on, they complained that some of the beavers were not functioning in some polling units, but they all came out en masse. So we have been able to go to some polling units, and we've seen that some people are already exercising their franchise. And also the security personnel are everywhere, like there is heavy patrol, so there is no cause for alarm in terms of security. So the electoral process is still ongoing.
Okay, Irene, how early did the exercise start in Kogi? And how early did the electoral umpires, talking about INEC and the officials, how early did they arrive at various polling units that you have monitored this morning?
All right, on polling units, some of the electoral umpires came out at 8, some came to 9. So in some polling units, some came earlier, some did not come early. Some complained that the materials, they did not get it on time. So we just saw some of the voters who were just waiting for the electoral umpire to arrive. So this was a complaint from some of the polling units that we visited. But right now in the polling units here, as I said earlier on, voting is ongoing.
Okay. Have you interacted with the electorate in the build-up to today's election? What has been their reactions? Have they shown a heightened level of anticipation for today's exercise and enthusiasm to also partake in today's exercise?
Yes, I've been able to interact with some of them. Some of them are showing that enthusiasm, while some are just being indifferent, like it's a normal thing they do every election day. But most of the presiding officers, they are doing their job. As I said earlier on, some of them came on time, and they have been carrying out their duty. So some places, they are carrying out their work well, and the voters have actually, you can see behind me, voting is ongoing. Some people are still going. Some people are even done with voting. So it's more like they are happy doing it. They are delighted, and they feel that they have high expectation of the election this time around.
All right. Now, Irene, let's look at the voting exercise in itself. Has there been any hitches from the start of accreditation to the point of voting so far? Or I know that the first stage is accreditation, and that is where the BVAS machine comes to play. Has there been any hitches? Has there been any complaint so far about the bimodal registration system?
Yes, so far so good. Only one police that I visited earlier on said that their beavers had issues. So they had to report, and they brought another beavers for them. So that so far is just only one polling unit that had problems with that.
Okay. Now, so far, have there been any reports of violence reported across Kogi State? Because we know that places like Dekina, Ayagba have been highlighted as flashpoints for trouble within the state. Have you heard any reports with regards to any issue of violence anywhere across the state?
Since today, we've not had any reports because I've been in touch with some of my colleagues who have been posted in the far local government areas, Sekina, other local governments that are far from Lokoja. So they have reported that there is no violence right now, but we don't know what's going to happen later in the day. Now everywhere is calm. The election is still going on the voting is still going on peacefully, but there is no report of any violence right now in Kogi State.
Great. Because look at security. We hear that security is airtight in the other states of Bayelsa and Imo. What's the security situation in Kogi State?
The security here too in Kogi State is very, very tight. At a point, I felt like it's the only Kogi that is having this large number of security personnel, because they had they brought all kinds of security personnel who are here, including the defense, the DSS, the military, even helicopters. We have been seeing the jets. And some of these people who came here to vote, like some of the citizens, some of the indigents here, they were complaining that why are they, suppressing them with security personnel there, that they're even scared. Is there going to be a war? So we are telling them that no, these security who are here, they are here to protect you people here. They are here to ensure that election goes on peacefully. Like, they just hope it's going on peacefully, but the way the security is so tight here, they are a bit scared. So we say, because we don't want anything to happen here, we want this election to go on peacefully. So the security personnel here they are much, and the security is extremely tight here.
All right. On a lighter note, there were reports that reporters from all over the country that have flocked Kogi to be able to cover today's elections, and other Nigerians who also wanted to witness today's elections in the build-up to today's exercise couldn't find hotel rooms in Kogi that the incumbent governor Yaya Bello had paid up for all the hotels in Kogi State. I know you're in Lokoja, the state capital. How did you manage to survive in the last 24, 48 hours, considering that we hear that all the hotels have been fully booked?
Honestly, it has been dramatic, because when we came into Kogi State, Lokoja precise, we went all around the hotels and we were being informed that the hotels have been booked. So we, at a point, had to just sit back and come and tell them that, come, we know ourselves. So don't try to make it feel like they don't know what is happening. We still know that there are rooms available. So behind, they now said, okay, what we're going to do for you people is that we're going to give you people accommodation, but we're not going to give people receipt. So it was like, are you going to do something that is going to be looking fishy or something? They said, no, just because the hotels have been booked and they don't want to be implicated. So, but they want to accommodate. So that was how we were able to manage to get a place for ourselves. So, but some other reporters who have come, they have relatives and they have been able to go to their relatives' places to stay. Some even told me they slept in some people's offices because they couldn't have a place to lay their head last night. So it's been a dramatic one for those reporters who have come in here in Kogi State to cover the election.
Okay, before I let you go, what are the streets of Lokoja looking like? I know that there's restriction of movement. Naturally, businesses will be closed. But what's it like? Are there people taking advantage of this almost total lockdown to be able to make some brisk money, doing some small businesses on the side, taking advantage of today's exercise?
Honestly, the street of Kogi State is a bit empty. You can't even see vehicles moving around. You see people trekking, taking a long walk. When you meet them or you approach them, you ask them, where are they going to? They'll tell you they are going to their polling units. So the place, you can only see security vehicles around. So people are, as I said earlier on, because of the way the security is tight, people are afraid to move around. And since yesterday, the Kogi State people have been informed that there won't be movement from midnight till 6 p.m. today. So practically there won't be movement till 6 p.m. today. And in terms of people trading, we can't even see a place to buy anything unless we just all these small people who are carrying things on their head, maybe selling pure water or something. But honestly, you can't see any shop opened. Everywhere, the shops are locked, honestly, and the roads are empty. As you can see behind me now is a lady carrying water, and she's going to sell. This is how they are moving, So there is no business happening here for now.
All right, Irene, thank you so much for bringing us all the updates, and please do stay safe. And
thank you.
Keep us up to speed as developments evolve with regards to today's exercise in Kogi State.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure.
All right, Irene Okechukwu there, giving us latest updates from Kogi State, where everything seems to be moving as planned. The electoral umpires have done their bit to ensure that electoral materials arrive the polling units in good enough time. From Irene's report, the latest that materials have arrived polling units is about 8 a.m., meaning that materials must have been deployed as early as 6:30 a.m. across Kogi. Let's not forget, Kogi, just like Bayelsa, is largely riverine. Lokoja, the capital city, has almost 70% of it surrounded by the Niger River, and connecting with the Benue River as well. That is why it is called the Confluence State. Largely as expected, with the support of Nigerian police and other security agencies, INEC has ensured that it has been seen to be steadfast in ensuring that materials get to the various across Kogi. Now, Kogi election is usually polarized between the majority Igala in the Kogi East Senatorial District and the Igbira, who make the second largest in population in the state, and it is no different in this election. Whether we like it or not, we cannot run away from the cultural or tribal coloration of our political systems across Nigeria. In the 2023 gubernatorial election in Kogi State, it's seemingly going to be a three-horse race amongst three significant tribes in Kogi State: the Galas in Kogi East, the Igberas in Kogi Central, and the Okun people from the West. Since its creation in 1991, spectators of Kogi politics are of the view that this is the first time the three dominant ethnic groups in the state are going into the contest simultaneously. Okay. Besides the ethnicity issues, brutality, power of incumbency, hostility of political parties, the exercise will decide who wins the political race. Stakeholders are depending largely on the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, to give a neutral, like we like to say in local parlors, a level playing field for everyone and all the candidates involved in the running for today's elections in Kogi State. Now, without a doubt, there are 18 political parties and candidates that will be taking part in the political race to succeed the lead representative, Yahaya Bello, who currently political flag of the All Progressive Congress in Kogi State, and of course in Lugard House. Now, the candidates are Usman Ododo of the ruling All Progressive Congress, APC, Senator Dino Milaye of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Leke Abijide of the African Democratic Congress, ADC, Murtala Ajaka of the SDP, and then you have Olayinka Braimo of the Action Alliance. Now, these are the top contenders as far as today's running in for Lugard House in Kogi is concerned. Others are Kingsley Idoko Ilona of All Progressive Grand Alliance, ABGA, Dr. Samson Agada Omale of the Young Progressive Party, YPP, and Admiral Usman Jubril of the Accord Party, amongst others. As it may, just 4 of all these astute gentlemen and 4 of these political parties, their candidates are noticeable with regards to today's exercise. And who are those 4? As I highlighted earlier, Usman Dodo of the ruling All Progressive Congress, APC, Senator Dino Melaye, who's been very vocal. Some believe that he was given an added advantage when recently returned Senator Natasha presented him to Kogites as a creditable candidate for the office of governor for 4 years in Kogi State. And of course, we have Murtala Ajaka of the Social Democratic Party, SDP, who has alleged that in the build-up to today's exercise in Kogi State, his life had been severely threatened and there was an alleged attempt at assassinating him. You have Leke Abijide of the African Democratic Congress, DC, and of course, Olayinka Brimo of the Action Alliance. Basically, a 4-horse race as far as the Kogi elections is concerned. The 2023 gubernatorial race in Kogi vows to be a direct contest amongst the 3 major ethnic identities in Kogi State. This is absolutely new to Kogi governmental issues. There have forever been contests between the 2 major tribes, while the tribe and minorities merge beautifully in the build-up to elections of this nature. Just to remind you, in 1991, Kogi's gubernatorial contest was a fight between PDP's Stephen Olorunfemi from Okun and the ANPP's Abubakar Audu from Igala. The Igberas were the beautiful bride as far as that election was concerned in 1989. All right, it's still the Rapid Bike Studios. That's the Bayelsa Imo Kogi Election 2023 studios right here on Rapid TV and on Rapid 96.5 FM Umahia. Don't forget, we are and interactive on all our social media platforms. So make sure you engage us interactively on all our social media platforms: Facebook, Twitter, also known as X, Instagram, and of course we are streaming on YouTube. We'll take a quick breather. When we return, hopefully we should be able to connect with our team in Imo State, another boiling pot in the build-up to today's election. We can get details as to how far the exercise has commenced and has in Imo State. Right here, live and exclusive on Rapid Bike 2023 studios. Do stay with us.
My name is Adamazi Onyeka. My name is Adamazi Onyeka. I'm from Arundizogo in Imo State. My state used to be one of the most peaceful, joyous, happy, hospitable, places you could visit in the country. That's no longer so. Now our streets are filled with blood. Communities, our farmlands are decimated. Our youths are leaving. In a few days, November 11th to be exact, we will go to the polls to choose or re-elect the sitting governor. I thank everyone who has come out for their courage to do so, to rescue Imo State. All I want to say at this point is, for those in power and those in control, let there be peace. Enough of the bloodshed, enough of the killings, the kidnapping, the burning of houses and property. Enough of the threats, the intimidation, the harassment, the inducements, the bribery, the corruption. Enough of just the ambition of some people. Please remember that you do not own life. God does. Imo State will survive. Imo State will thrive. The world is watching. We have all it takes. May God help us. But enough is enough. They won't.
Nigerians from the north central of Nigeria return to the polls to exercise their franchise. There are over 18 gubernatorial candidates that have been released by the Independent National Electoral Commission. It's going to be the D-Day for the election. And these 18 political candidates are from the 21 local government areas here in Kogi State, which is divided into 3 senatorial districts: the Kogi West, Kogi Central, and Kogi East. Yesterday, sensitive materials were being dispatched to the various local government areas here in the state. So today, we are going to be getting reactions and how people feel about the election. So join me as we meet with the people here in Kogi State. I am Irene Okechukwu.
Okay, my name is Al-Hassan Abubakar. I'm from Lokoja local government here. Actually, as we can see, troops have been deployed. The soldiers, the police, to ensure peace in the whole 21 local governments. And as you can see, particularly Lokoja